Good morning, guys. I mean, I say morning, it's just hit 12, so it's probably a bit late. But I just logged in today just to, do my daily check on LinkedIn and whatnot. And I wanted to really show a few of the results that I've gotten just even now, just randomly, right? The way we do reach out really is by picking very targeted lists. So we target a target market, the decision makers, the key important people to speak to. And then we start by first of all optimizing your profile. So that way it's a profile where they like you before they even know you. Your prospect already has a relationship with you within their head because of the way you present yourself, because first impressions count, right? So we optimize every single aspect from the picture to the title, the header, the entire thing to be able to show you how it converts. I have a live example here. So as I've just logged in, right? First thing I'll show you is how to speak in 6 months. And he specifically says, haha, great stuff, Cass. I love the approach and I wish my prospect clients had a bit more banter so I could emulate this style. It really shows the effectiveness of how a campaign can work to really convert just random prospects on LinkedIn to paying customers. Um, Another live example really to show you is how my profile views have spiked a lot. So bearing in mind on this profile I've only started it really December the 1st, but I wasn't running the current campaign as I am now. So I did a few split tests to work out what happened and what worked well. And over literally the last what 2 weeks? Yeah, 2 weeks. It's been jumping to hundreds and hundreds of views slowly, right? Where I've got almost 400 views in the last 3 months, and I've only really been running it for about the last 2 weeks, because this was more so warming the profile up. Point being, it shows you how an ROI can be huge because, well, really, this is the potential ROI of working with someone. Because when you have a high converting profile, like this is an example here where I've just logged in, right? And this lady Kelly Bolton, um, she said she's interested in talking, but she said she can't really speak at the moment. So I sent her a voice note saying no problem. And then what she does is she goes into my profile. You can look at the timestamp, right? She goes into my profile, and within minutes of going onto my profile, she changes her mind and says, you know what? This day at this time is fine. Here's my number, right? So it shows you the power of, or really the ROI of what you get when you build your network up as well as run the right campaign on LinkedIn. And this is the potential when you have well developed personalized scripts. So we send it to a very targeted list of second degree connections, meaning that these are people that are just outside of your network. But ultimately, this means that your network naturally expands too. So as you reach out, you build a bigger network. And as everyone knows, a lot of the time it's not about what you know, but who you know. In this case, really, it emulates that sort of power. Now, this network expansion is done in combination with a personalized and psychologically adapted script by our team of copywriters. Even all of our profiles are examples of how you can change the typical bog standard I've done this and I've done that profile to a human, approachable kind of persona online, right, as your digital footprint. And all of our profiles are examples of this. I mean, we practice what we preach, right? It's one thing to say it, it's another thing to show it. Hence why I've got multiple examples of how this works. Like I've just literally had this guy message, look, just now, see? Super impressive pitch, dude. See, even though he says it's not relevant right now, I have replies day in, day out, constantly of people wanting to book meetings. Like I've literally this last week I had a different meeting booked every single day. And this really shows you the return you can get on an investment like such, right? And then one more thing to show you guys, one sec. And then taking that another step further, we can actually install software on your website which does reverse lookups to find exactly who's been going onto your profile, because these are people that have obviously had an interest in what you do, but they haven't converted as of yet. Hence why when you have this, we can then connect this up to the rest of the campaign, meaning that you build a second layer of leads coming in. So you know whoever's coming in any inbound, you can then convert them. Even if your website didn't convert them, you can call them up, and not only then increase the chances of a conversion. But if they really don't, you can find out why to then help improve your profile, your website over time, right? And this means that you can get their details, so you can literally just call them straight up. You have the exact employees, what industry they're in, how much money they make, etc. And this gives you the opportunity you need to not only find out how their journey was, but to also have an extra layer of lead generation, which is extremely valuable, extremely. Because if you already have some organic website visits as we speak, this is only going to multiply by a scale of magnitude, right? This is huge in terms of what you can get back from it. Anyway, this has been Cass, showing you the power of LinkedIn lead generation. Thank you very much.